Alright, here we go. This is my rendition of the Sphinx from the Moral Compass. Long ago, for a reason not really known, the gods became very angry with the land of Thebes, and they sent a beast to them who would pose a riddle to anybody who came. And this beast had the face of a fair woman and the breast of a fair woman, with claws of lions and the tail of an eagle, lion, and wings of an eagle. And everybody that would go up to face this beast would try and solve the riddle, but would always fail. So one day, the great Oedipus, sailing on his way to Thebes, saw the wind blowing in his hair. He was a great warrior. And he got there, and he realized a very gloomy kind of atmosphere in the neighborhood. He realized that everyone seemed to be very sad, very melancholic, mourning. And he wondered, he thought to himself, what a great city. Why is everybody so sad? What is happening here? What is this great tragedy in the midst here? So he started asking the people around town, what is going on here? Why does everybody seem so down? Why is everybody so sad? Why do we mourn? Was there a death? No, just there's a beast up there, and it doesn't matter what we do. We can go up there. Our wisest men have gone up. But no one can solve the riddle. And if we don't go up to try and solve the riddle, it will come down and sweep us from under our feet and tear us limb from limb. It doesn't matter what we do. Day in and day out, we lose more people. So he thought to himself, what could this riddle be? So he asked the men there, what is this riddle? Maybe I could try and help you. Maybe I could try and solve this riddle. No. No, no. You foolish man. You may be young, you may be a great warrior, but no one can solve the riddle. Not you or anybody else. Well, it must be a pretty great riddle if not even I can solve it. So he asked them, what is the riddle? Why don't you just tell me? Maybe I'll figure it out. No, you don't know, and neither do we. Because the only way you'll find out is if you go up there and you face it yourself. So he decided, you know what? They're right. Maybe I will go up and face this beast. I will see what this riddle is. But our wisest men have gone up there. What makes you think you're any better? Our wisest men. What chance do you have? Better to try and fail than to never try at all. Am I right? Yes, but when failing means that you lose your life, it's a pretty stupid idea, don't you think? We're not going to solve anything here. Well, you only die once. So why not die trying to help others? So they finally let him go. And they decided, what could we lose? If he fails, if he doesn't solve the riddle, we'll still be the same. But if he does solve it, this man is different, then we can be happy again. So he heads on his way up. He opens the gates, and they close behind him as everyone watches as he begins his journey up the mountain to face the beast. And as he climbs up, you can feel the sun's heat beating upon his skin, almost like the very fury of the beast. He's just climbing up, awaiting. And finally, he realizes that fear is beginning to strike him. So he prays to the god Athena of wisdom. She takes all the fear from his heart. And he reaches the top, and he can see a silhouette of this beautiful woman. She seems very fair. But as he got closer and closer, soon he could see the beast. He could see the wings spreading out in the sun. He could see the claws coming out of his fingers. And the beast just stood there, staring at him. What a foolish man. You really think that you can solve my riddle? Not you or anybody else. But your limbs will do me good for dinner. He took a big swallow. And he tried to forget all the fear that was within him. He stood steadily, just stared the beast right in the eye. I have come to solve your famous riddle. What is it? So she just looked at him, her claws, just waiting for him to fail so she could tear him apart and eat him. And she said, at dawn it creeps on 4 legs, at noon it strides on 2, and at 3, at evening it staggers on 3. What is this thing? It's not many, but one. And at that very moment, he once again prayed to the god Athena for wisdom, to try and instill in him all the knowledge that he had in his life to try and figure this out. For if he didn't, he would yet be another victim of the beast. And he thought to himself, well, what else could this be but a man? For at dawn a man crawls on 4 legs, and in his youth he strides on 2. But in his old age he uses a crutch as his 3rd leg. What else could this be but a man? Did I not solve your riddle, O great Sphinx? Suddenly, with a loud cry, flew away. And all the people from Thebes down below could hear the great cry, and they could see it flying away into the dusk. And they all ran up, hooray! Hooray! He has solved the riddle! Our town is cured! And they went up, and they carried him over his shoulders and brought him down the mountain. And once they got down to the bottom, they decided to make him the new king of Thebes. And he ruled a great king. The end.
Oh, they carried him down.